Welcome to another episode of Vote With Your Wallet, where your favorite average gamers go over the ever-growing extensive list of controversies in the world of gaming. I, of course, am your biasly unbiased Mr. Lip Deasley, joined, of course, with the less than stealthy resident trophy hunter himself, Mr. ScooterRay, aka Scootress. Am I saying that right, Scootress?
Yes, sir. Just like Tetris, aka my favorite game of all time.
Swag.
On these sticks, baby.
And of course, the resident, everybody's favorite right on time.
So look, drop out.
Oh no!
Right?
Drop out gameplay right there.
Anyway,
Mr. Jaeger Bombastic. What's happening?
Oh, stuff and things are stuff.
I like that. That's an answer that cuts straight to the chase. Now, it's been a minute since we did a Vote With Your Wallet, but that doesn't mean that the controversies have stopped. They just keep going. We just haven't caught them all because there's been so much going on. But of course, you already know we have our resident news anchor in all of gaming himself, Mr. Scootress, aka ScooterRay. What we got, man? Right. What have we missed?
Fellas, y'all want to discuss some Microsoft news, some Nintendo news, some EA, or some Sony news?
You know what?
Shit. I mean, we got the whole E3 here. What the fuck? We're just missing some Ubisoft news, and then we'd be set.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's hit on Microsoft because I have a feeling it has to do with the Discord.
All right, so I'm pretty sure if y'all hadn't seen it or, out there in the world, but Microsoft is trying to buy Discord for $10 billion.
10 billion.
Billion. Not million. Billion. $10 billion.
10 billion.
Billion.
Wait. Disney bought LucasArts or Fox for like
both
12.
I think it was all.
I mean, they did buy both, but I think one of them was for like 12. But still, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You know what? To put that in perspective, Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion.
Was it only 4? Oh my god!
At the time, because
because at that time. But
yeah. So well, I mean, let's see here. I'm not a heavy PC player, but I know that Discord is used. Like extensively.
It is.
Yes.
And
so I don't know, 10 billion seems about right, but still eyebrow raising nonetheless.
Well, to me, I think it goes in line with like the Bethesda deal, because now you have exclusivity to Bethesda games, and you have the potential to cancel out everybody else from getting something that isn't already in production. So with Discord, that's a bit different. Now I know as far as for PC users, that's going to be perfectly fine because Microsoft, Windows, everything.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that what they're going to try to do, because I don't know all the ins and outs of this deal, but I have a feeling that it's going to basically end up putting Discord on Xbox.
Well, I guess it also kind of ties in with the other news that Xbox is now called Xbox Live anymore. Mm-hmm. It's called I forgot the official name. I think it's Xbox Network.
Interesting.
Is it Xbox Network?
I mean, that makes sense because now Xbox Live,
all the services into one.
Because let me see, you have the Xbox Game Pass and you have the EA Game Pass, and I think there's a Ubisoft Game Pass that Microsoft bundles all of them together as. So if you're doing that with Live, I mean, you might as well. What was it he called it? The experience?
For which thing?
For the Xbox Live rename.
Network.
Thank you, Network.
The PlayStation Network.
And basically what's going to happen is that apparently it's basically all of their services. I think even Game Pass and all of that. I guess they're trying to tie it under one name and one kind of ecosystem type of thing. Okay. That's why I guess they call it the Xbox Network. And then from all of this too, with the Microsoft news, apparently you don't have to have live anymore to play free-to-play games and chat and something else. There's another little service.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Well, that's about time.
I mean, the requirements for chat, I thought were always silly. Just why do you need to have gold just to chat with your friends?
Yeah. Like, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so all of that. But I mean, obviously Microsoft must really see some stock in Discord if they willing to drop 10 billion.
I mean, they see the obvious stock in Bethesda, but I mean, they're dropping some money just getting everybody right now.
Like, they dropping money.
It could honestly be a leverage play because Sony has yet to be buddy with everybody as far as doing the crossplay and everything. Like, it's like pulling teeth with them. And of course, Sony fanboy all day, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. So I think this is their way of saying, you know what? The only way for us to get you in bed with us is to play hardball. So that would be the case.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
But because I think what
Nintendo further. Go ahead. I was going to say that this only furthers like the whole angle that they're reportedly going of becoming more of like not so much a console anymore. That Microsoft's goal isn't the console anymore. It's going to be the stream, I guess, video game streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I mean, which again is not intentionally killing Stadia, but I mean, Stadia is already dead. But I mean, the whole concept of Stadia is, well, honestly, being applied in a bigger, better way by Xbox or by Microsoft now.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what it's looking like. They haven't officially done that yet.
Man, I mean, I'm still iffy on it because I just don't know what their actual plan is. If I had the details, I mean, they may be out there. I've just been ignorant to not look at it if that's the case. But until I get the details, I don't know if I'm actually going to be on board with this move.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that's going to mean for, Android or any other platform that actually uses Discord. If it's going to be just segregated to PC and Xbox, if that's the case.
Well, I know. Shout out to the Black Hokage, TBH, because he's the one I heard the story from. Okay. And they were saying too, I guess the plan is for Discord's premium service. That maybe they might try to put Discord's premium service on live. Because apparently Discord has a service I guess you can pay for.
Okay.
And I guess the play might be for that.
I think that I mean, I don't know for sure because I have Discord, but I don't only premium that you would have to pay for, I think, is like the Nitro Boost or whatever.
That's what it's called. Thank you.
Okay.
That.
So then, yeah.
Isn't like your server boost?
Yeah. To basically make the bandwidth and everything as far as communications a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I can see that being part of Microsoft's goal is to just bundle everything under one membership.
Now, would people have to pay for that though?
I mean, people are already paying for the Ubisoft. I mean, for the Ultimate Game Pass.
True.
Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm paying for the Ultimate Game Pass mainly because I got grandfathered into it, but it's nice.
I keep hearing more and more the Game Pass is getting better.
Oh, it's honestly been great, but yes, it does get better and better in my opinion.
And this is the one thing that I do like about Microsoft in that sense is mainly because of the fact that they're not forcing you to buy an Xbox. They're basically saying, okay, we do have Microsoft, Windows. So you want to play on PC, we're giving you the option to play this on PC as well. You don't need to buy our system for that, whether it be our exclusive games, whether it be our previous library. You don't have to get that system in order to do that, which made Microsoft more of a player in all of this, no pun intended. In this next generation shit that's going on, which a lot of people don't need to sit there and go out to go get a Series X or Series S, because if you have a PC, you're just as good with what you have. So
exactly.
So it's good on them.
Which is why I kind of only want to get a PS5 and not a Series X. I might as well just build the PC.
Well, that's where like a lot of people that I know keep telling me to get an Xbox, and it's like I think in the end I'd rather just get the PC. I mean, the same games that come out for that come to it, so I'd rather just get the PC instead of the Xbox.
Your PlayStation's an exclusive player. PC is your multiplayer.
Yeah.
And I think it's taken Microsoft, Xbox specifically, a while to get back into form, because it was the original Xbox, which was just, I mean, a beast coming out.
Oh yeah.
With not only with the lineup, but they even had their own exclusivities. I mean, of course, at the top of my head, you can already say KOTOR 1 and 2. It's the only system that had it outside of like the PC having it. Most of the like bombshell RPGs, the Halo
and
Jade
Halo
Dynasty.
2. Oh, I fucking loved
Jade Dynasty. They had a lot of exclusive RPGs that was, I mean, you could, on top of that, because if we compare the PS2 to the original Xbox, you had 4 ports already installed in that Xbox. PS2, you still have to get a multi-tap. So they were still ahead of the curve, regardless of what they had going on, and they just kind of lost their way along the way, trying to basically be what they are now. They just tried to do it a little too soon.
That's why I always made fun with Xbox, because I always just kept calling them a Roku player that can play video games.
True.
So that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But out of all the flack that they've gotten, and I of course I was one person to give them all the flack in the world, but they finally have somewhat, or I'm not going to say perfected, but they've gone in the right direction to seeing their dream come to fruition. It just took them a few steps. So my foot's in my mouth. Hats off to them for proving me wrong. So Xbox, there you go.
I'll make the shitty jab and say it took Sony 3 PlayStations in order to get more than 2 players by default. Like it took y'all going wireless to finally get a 4-player game going, but all right.
Oh yeah, with that without an attachment. Yeah. Fair play.
But what was it? Oh no, GameCube was I mean, technically they only give you the 2 Joy-Cons for a Switch now, so I guess Nintendo's going backwards in that direction.
Yeah, but they still but I mean you can still go wireless with it though.
100%.
That's true.
So that's the good thing about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Discord for Microsoft. Who knows what happens with that? It's not official, so we can't really say that they bought it. It's still basically, like I said, a bidding for Discord. They don't have it yet. So, but on to something that actually is acquired. Sony and Evo.
It happened.
It has happened.
Not only did it happen, but Nintendo had to make a press statement about it.
Oh, really? I see that. I did not know.
Yeah. When IGN had announced it, somebody from Nintendo had basically announced that, well, we got to figure out what we're going to do with Super Smash Brothers. We know that Super Smash Brothers is a staple at Evo. We got to figure out what we're going to do.
So now when they say that, does that mean that they're going to negotiate with Sony? Or does that mean that they mean like, yo, we got to figure something else out because it's not going to be at Evo, period?
I really hope it's not the first one. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because if Smash Brothers is that, because I mean I don't really follow Evo like that, but if Smash Brothers is that big in the Evo community, definitely try your best to keep it around. Like no need to let one of the popular games, go away because y'all acquired the whole tournament.
Yeah, because the main staples of Evo, I believe, are Smash, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat,
Tekken.
Tekken, and then everything else is like it usually just
all mixed in.
Yeah, just flips every now and then. And I think now Guilty Gear is going to be in that lineup.
I was about to say the new
year,
game's coming out. Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about that. I think this goes in the same thing with Discord. I mean, I'd have to know what, like, if they're changing anything and what changes that they're going to make, because if it wasn't for Smash Brothers, I'd probably be like, you know what, hey, they got Evo, cool. But at the same time, it's like Smash Brothers is a primary staple within Evo. So technically, like, that's not just a small minor change. You can't just sit here and be like, hey, we're taking away Smash Brothers. Here, we're going to give you PlayStation All Stars.
Nah. You're gonna have to miss me with that, brother.
And trust me, look, I happen to like PlayStation All Stars just a bit. I didn't mind it. I wish they would have
it was fun, but it was nowhere near
along the way. But they gave up on it. And
you know what? Honestly, the quick little sidebar. I think if they make a second one, they'll get it right.
And maybe
I'll give them that much. I'll give them that much.
This could be their way of being like, you know what? Hey, we're bringing back PlayStation All Stars. But
I think
Sony, this ain't the move to do that, Sony.
Everybody's face is gonna be like Michael Scott when he looks disgusted. just we're bringing it back. And, no,
I can almost guarantee that if they don't bring back PlayStation All Stars and they don't have Smash Brothers in it, that more than likely, if they don't already have it at Evo, they're probably going to try to use Brawlhalla.
Can I help you?
Just because of the licensing and the lineup that
he wanted his cameo moment.
Good old Conehead Loki.
Oh, the Conehead. Yep, he gets it off next week. But in the meantime, he's having the best time just dragging that cone along every surface, trying to make as much noise as possible.
There you go. She's gonna try to force it off.
Yeah, he just knows how to troll me with it now. He's like, oh, this is gonna be on me. All right, we're both gonna suffer then.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Loki.
Shout out to Loki.
What up, Loki?
But yeah, outside of course, so that's Nintendo's stance on it, which is still kind of up in the air.
Up in the air, yeah.
Has there been any other details outside of that?
I haven't seen anything. It was like, it wasn't really even treated as like big news. It was just kind of like Sony by Evo, and then it was just kind of like keep it moving. Like,
that leads me to believe, like, where they like, because I think Sony would have wanted to make it bigger if they had a plan. I feel like this was almost like an impulse in a way, because you have Microsoft trying to buy this. Well, yeah, trying to bid for Discord. You have Nintendo being buddy with Microsoft, and it's like, in a way, it's almost like a desperate move from Sony. And I don't want that to be the case. Like, I want there to be a plan in place for it. Like, if you're just putting money behind it to say, okay, Sony has it, but here we just want to put more money into Evo to make it more popular, then it's like, all right, cool, no problem. But if there's an ulterior motive where it's like you're just basically about to just take a lot of exclusivity from Evo, then we may have an issue and a whole lot of backlash that could have been avoided.
Yes.
So
how many characters are left in the Smash package?
I think 3.
As weird as that is to say. Hey, boy.
No. Is it 3?
I think it's 3. My point that I'm getting at is I bet you Sony right now is like, hey, see, you got a few character spaces left.
Hey, that would be interesting.
And here we are with this Evo in our hands.
Yo, if Sony really wants to do it major and do it big,
they should do that. I mean, from a business perspective,
they should legitimately put Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, that would be perfect timing.
Especially since Ratchet and Clank is about to come out.
Not only that, but just because it came out last year, Devil May Cry, you should do Dante or Nero. Or Virgil. I'm happy with any of them, but like
Sony,
Dante has been long sought after.
Which is I'm surprised, especially since Bayonetta is in there.
Yeah.
Right? Like as broken as Bayonetta is, I mean they've toned her down, but as broken as she is, you definitely should have had Dante in there before her.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's definitely wishful thinking, but I'm not mad
at
that because
100% is.
That would be a power play, and that would actually combat the whole Microsoft Discord thing, because Microsoft, as of right now, does, even though they're buddy with Nintendo, I don't think they have any characters within Smash Brothers.
Don't nobody want to see Master Chief.
Wait, outside of what, Banjo-Kazooie, but I don't, Banjo-Kazooie is just
Banjo is a Rare product which was bought by Sega. No, Rare got acquired by Microsoft.
So by the fact
of Rare,
Microsoft does have Banjo.
Mm-hmm. You know, the only thing that does suck though is that Rare also did the Diddy Kong game, the Diddy Kong racing game, and also the Donkey Kong 64 game. So unless Nintendo works out a different plan with Microsoft, we're never going to get a Donkey Kong 64 remake unless hopefully it happens. I really want a Donkey Kong 64 remake. Like, holy shit. Give me a Switch Switch quality Donkey Kong 64. Mwah. Anyway,
I think that can still happen.
I think so too.
But so we'll just have to wait and see what further news is going to come down the pipeline with Evo, because it's still very fresh. So that's something we just got to wait for. I just hope that it's not an impulse thing in retaliation. I hope there's an actual plan behind it that's going to benefit the company in itself, but more so over the gamers, because that's where your fan base is. But since we're talking about Sony, let's go ahead and talk about this this open world completion rate that Scoot dropped into the pond for us and made tons of ripples when we were talking about it last week off air. So we wanted to wait for him. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead, Scoot. Let us know the ins and outs of what's going on with this.
All right, hold on 1 second.
No, you're good.
So IGN made a list of.
See, he did it to us last time.
Yeah, I did it.
Left us in suspense.
Yep.
And
now Scoot's getting it up. Mm-hmm.
But as far as
I did this, so I feel bad. But but I see what the other shoe feels like now. But anyways,
as far as what I know, outside of what Scoot hasn't stated yet,
there you go.
There he is.
My controller died apparently, guys. So, like I was saying, IGN did a list on PlayStation 4 mainly, the open world games and their completion rates, and they went off of the trophy data.
Yeah.
And it is 6 games on the list. And like 60? I said, no, 6.
Oh, just 6. Okay.
It's 6 games on the list. And like I said, there are completion rates for open world PS4 games.
Okay.
Number 6, Death Stranding.
That's fair, because I did not feel any inclination to play Death Stranding.
And the completion rate, 28.6%.
Okay.
So out of everybody who bought Death Stranding, only 28% finished it.
Actually,
I'm sorry, but Death Stranding was really just for people that are diehard Kojima fans, and that's just not me.
Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm pretty sure the story was really good. I still have yet to play it. I may play it somewhere down the line if I'm a glutton for punishment, but
Lil and Jaeger, let's be honest, we ain't never playing that damn game.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
We're not playing that game. Let's just not lie to the people. We're not playing that game.
Look, I don't want to be a glorified Amazon delivery guy.
And you know what? Somebody had recently told me, if you ever want to feel what it is to be a delivery guy, play that game.
Jeez,
like this was recently just told to me like a week or two ago.
Look, I've worked for both FedEx and UPS as a delivery driver in my past, so technically I'm good. I know what it feels like. I don't need a game to tell me because I've lived it. So yeah, and I got the paycheck, so I'd rather have that in the paycheck rather than just feel like it. So
I mean, on the plus side, UPS, they give you a truck to drive. Like, it looks like this guy didn't even drive trucks. He like had a motorcycle and it was on his back, right?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You can give me all the superpowers. I'm not using my superpowers to deliver products.
Yeah. So sorry, Kojima. Look, go direct the movie, bro.
For real.
If anything.
Like,
if anything.
Like, get behind the Metal Gear movie or something. I don't know.
There you go. Please.
Now, number 5 is a bit shocking to me.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Whoa.
That's a crime. That is a crime.
He's like, I don't care what your percentages are. That is a crime, sir.
It is, man.
Okay, well, hold on.
Go ahead.
34.1.
Ooh, I almost said 32. I said 32, or I was going to say 32. But yeah.
34.1.
Now, I will say this. Starting it may be a little jarring. I can understand how some people won't go through, and it can.
I can see that.
But because I suffered the same way. I had the game for maybe like a month or two, and I hadn't started it. And then I finally got into it, and it still took me a while to even get past like the starting portions of it because it didn't grab me. And then once I finally got into it, I couldn't stop. So it's just mainly getting over that first hump.
This was the only
What's wrong?
out of all the games. Okay, so out of all the games on this list, I played 4 out of the 6. But I will say, out of all the open world games I played on PS4, this was the one that had me from press options.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was in Horizon Zero Dawn. I was there.
Yeah.
From start to finish, I was there. This was one of the few open world games where I was in it from beginning to end.
See, that's why I said it's a crime, because the game is really that good.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I'm committing crimes. I guess I'm committing crimes because I still haven't played it. It's downloaded and everything. Like I got it's downloaded and everything. But yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's play a game with the other 4 games.
Oh shit.
The next game at number 4, Days Gone.
I'm not surprised.
Now, do you want to take a guess at the percentage?
I'm surprised it's not
40.
I'm surprised it's not 6.
Me
or
too.
5. Or 5.
I didn't think a lot of people got Days Gone like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Because I got it on sale and I started it, but it just the way that it played, it felt like it was a past generation game. Like it didn't feel like PS4 gen. It felt like PS3 gen. So
you know, I keep hearing that. So the issues I was hearing about Days Gone, because I've never played it, but I only got it because it was part of the PlayStation Plus collection when you got the PS5.
Yeah.
But I kept hearing that it feels too big. It feels like it lasts too long. And it's not, it felt like a late PS3 game.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it, and it's probably my fault, is because I actually started playing Days Gone right after I finished Last of Us 2. So that that killed it all for me. Because I mean, you think about the same type of like concept within this, and it's like it felt like a complete downgrade. So, and I just stopped. I have not picked it up since I started it.
All right.
So,
do y'all want to take a guess at Days Gone's percentage?
41.
Wait, that haven't completed it, right?
No, no. This is the percentage of people who have completed it.
Wait. There's more people that see. That's where it gets me. There's more people that completed Days Gone than Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, these are a percentage of people who have beat the games.
Shit. I'm 39.
Wait, so only 34% have beaten Horizon?
34.1.
Oh my god.
39.
I want to say 41.
34.7.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, cool. I gave it too much credit.
Yeah,
so only 0.6. There's only a 0.6 difference.
Wow.
These numbers are going up from here, correct?
Yes, they're only going up.
Okay.
All right, now the next game, the three of us have admitted we have not completed.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It is Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Just because but it's like we talked about before.
Which one were you thinking it was?
No. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't think about it. But when he said it, I'm not surprised because it's the same thing me and Scoot talked about, I think, on the very first audio episode of Vote With Your Wallet, where we talked about how like just being a glutton for punishment in terms of like completion, like we run ourselves through the ringer where it's like, okay, we got to go here to complete this and go here to complete that. And like the story is like linear on this side, but it's like we got to do X, Y, and Z over here before we even do this here.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why I never finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because of that.
Yo, so Origins is doing that to me right now, and I'm only like on shit. Like I'm only on the second of the of the real bosses that you have to go and kill that you travel all over Egypt for. And I'm pretty sure there's another ring after that ring. But
you know what? If I was to go back to Odyssey, because it's been almost a year since I played it, I probably did so much side stuff that I'm probably still in the mid-range of story.
You see, I'm trying to do the opposite with Origins. Even though I'm doing like only the story, it's still, I don't know, it still leaves me like I can put this down and forget about it, you know? Like I want to see where Assassin's Creed went, but I feel like I can just like YouTube the story at that point because I'm just not as invested in playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so you want to take the guess the completion of Ghost of Tsushima?
I'll go 39% on that.
I want to say 42 because I hope it's higher, but
50.2.
Okay, good.
Glad it was higher.
Good shit. I mean, that's only half of, but still, good shit.
I'm fine with that. That just is it's a testament to how good it is. So that I'm fine.
Okay.
Now,
good shit, Sucker Punch.
Number 2 on the list.
Hold on, real quick
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Oh wait, Marvel's Spider-Man? Like the Spider-Man Spider-Man? Okay.
Spider-Man. Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. As it should be. It should be number 1, but you know.
Okay, remember I told y'all number 1 is number 1 with an asterisk in my opinion. Okay. But number 2 is Marvel Spider-Man.
Marvel Spider-Man.
I think, and I believe you did say, I think was the percentage like 60 something?
That was number 1. Number 2 was Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Marvel Spider-Man is number 2. And would y'all take a stab in the dark of
55%. 55. Yeah.
50.8.
50.8. Damn it, I was off.
Wow.
By
a misplaced decimal. God damn it. You said 58.0. What you meant was 50.8. I got you.
Yeah, 50.8. So I will say this. I played the fuck out of Marvel Spider-Man, and I want that to sound as I wanted that to now. Granted, I played the fuck out of Horizon, but Spider-Man,
oh my god,
I platinumed that game in 7 days. 7 days. Now,
I think.
Granted, I never went back and played none of the DLC.
Whoa! Sorry, that was loud.
No. He's. I have the DLC and I have yet to play it too.
Yeah, I've never played none of the DLC.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay, so this is the thing.
Like, first of all, Black Cat though.
I kept Black Cat though.
Black Cat. No, you're gonna see her in her in the DLC. Yeah.
Oh, it was like that. See, I kept hearing too much wishy-washy things with the DLC. That's the reason why I never rushed out to get it, because too many people were like, it's not as good as the game, and so I was like,
no, the DLCs are great. Like every DLC has its own like side missions to do, and like it's a lengthy, it's like episodes. Like they're not like they have their own little like I said, they have their own little side missions, and they have their own little like bases. Like those 5 bases that are scattered throughout the city. Yeah. I think 1 or 2 of those. No, like I think 2 of them have their own bases like that you have to do.
Okay.
And then you get like so many suits. That game gives you so many suits.
It does.
So like, it is. Yeah, just like if you even get the DLC, you'll see the suits, and holy crap! Now, I think for free updates they did the Raimi suits and all that too.
They did,
right?
yeah. Because that's what I did. Like when I downloaded the DLC, because I hadn't played it yet, of course, but I downloaded DLC and I would go into the game to see the suits that were released. Now,
oh my god! So
the problem with the DLC,
they added,
dude, so many suits.
I think they added it was 3 per DLC at least.
Yeah, and then they put out the free ones like the Into the Spider-Verse suit, and then like I said, the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire movies.
Okay.
Yeah. And the problem I had, and it's not the fault of the DLC, it's just the fault, I guess, of the release, and my fault too, because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Like when it came out, and the game being so good as it was. And the story, because even I tell a lot of people that I know, I was like, yo, it's probably one of the best Spider-Man movies that I've played.
Yes.
And that's how I look at it like that.
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to put it even more perspective. From where I work, we was traveling. Like we were in Vegas when Spider-Man came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first time being in Vegas.
Oh.
And I wanted to play Spider-Man.
This is Vegas. Vegas is nice, but come on.
To just put it in perspective, we were in Vegas when that game came out, and I was like, but I can't swing on these buildings though.
And that's what made it hard for me to go back to because after I finished the game, after I platinumed it, after I finished that,
I let it was done.
Yeah, it was hard for me to go back and do the DLC because it was like, but I've done everything already. It's like that, and that's how I felt.
That's kind of how I felt.
So that's exactly how I felt as well. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, with the DLC, they're like, no. It's like, you have the platinum trophy, but we do not grant you the title of platinum.
And honestly, to even go backwards, that's what happened with me in Horizon. Once I platinum Horizon, I never touched
DLC for that.
I never touched Frozen Wilds.
And you know what? That's funny because that's what happened with me with Final Fantasy 15. Because I platinumed that, then they finally they did everything else, and it's like
the episodes.
Then I'm sitting there with a platinum, but my bar only reads like 60-70%.
But you know what? I'm the type of person, even though I can be a trophy hunter at times, I don't give a fuck. It's still it's a platinum trophy, bitch.
My god!
Now they will take the platinum trophy away. Different story.
Yeah, then at that point, I'd be like, yo, it's the principle now. I got to do it. Yeah. But yeah. So, Scoot, what's number one, man?
If y'all remember, number one, the reason why I say it's an asterisk. Number one with 66% completion, Miles Morales.
Okay.
Still, the only 66% is a little disappointing.
It is considered it's only a 5-hour game.
Exactly.
Like, just play the.
But I think
you're not kidding.
Though.
What's up?
I think that's why, because of the fact that it's a 5-hour game.
But you got to think, these are the people who have bought the game.
And then played it.
Loaded it up.
And then played it.
I just thought about that. That's why there's an asterisk. Even if it's on PS4, think about the people that got it on PS5. The percentage would go.
Well, I consider the asterisk personally because the game was only 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you gotta think if you look at every game on that list, you can probably beat Miles Morales 2-3 times over before you finish any of the other ones.
If you wanted to, you could set a Saturday aside and beat Miles Morales before midnight.
That is true.
That's true. Yeah.
Like if you don't care for any of the crap, like if you don't care about all the side quests and all that, I mean, you're gonna beat Miles Morales. You do the side quests, you'll probably be done around midnight. But I mean, again, you'll have 100% of this game. It's very easy, very easy to 100%.
And I still haven't played on that yet.
Because Heavenly Sword, I believe, was like 7 hours. I think.
I said, I still haven't platinum Miles Morales yet because you got to beat the game twice.
Yeah, you got to do the new game plus.
Yeah, so if I ever do new game plus, then
I'll be done in 5 hours as well. I'm in the same boat. I haven't done any of the new game plus.
Honestly, I think when I check the trophy list, I think it's literally just complete new game plus, and I think and I still got to do the 200 hit combo or 100 hit combo or something like that.
Yeah, it's hard. You pretty much got to do it during.
I got to like 80 something hits.
And you're in one of the layers, right? In one of the bases.
Actually, no, I did on one of the training missions.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the training missions, and I got like 80 something hits. And then
that makes sense. Yeah, the combat test. Yeah.
Thank you. The combat test. Yeah. So I think I'm like I said, other than New Game Plus, the 100 hits, and I think it may be one more, but I'm not that far from platinum. It's just I'm always so. I guess a little bit of transparency to the world out there. I'm a beat the game once type of guy.
Fair.
The only games that got lucky for me to beat the games multiple times were games like Infamous, because there's a good guy.
Oh my god, Infamous is so good to replay
you
though.
Have to see both sides.
Yeah.
But like games like Mass Effect,
Sucker Punch,
whatever decisions,
Sucker Punch. Get on your shit and give me some more Infamous. Give me some more Infamous, man. Like no, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, work on a second or like just split off. But god damn it, give me. I need more than fucking Second Son. Great fucking game, beautiful game. But damn it, man, give me more Infamous.
So those were completion. So I guess it goes to show. I guess it goes to show that a lot of people get turned off with open world games at times.
I don't want that to be the case, because then that would mean that Microsoft was right in terms of the overall consensus. And I don't want that, because regardless of how long it takes to beat an open world game, I love the fact that I have the option to do that stuff.
Yes.
Oh, same.
Because I mean, think about it. I mean, if the game was just straight linear, let's what game was it? Xbox, original Xbox. It's RPG. I think it's either Sudeki or Sudokai.
Oh, okay.
It was an RPG. I was hyped for it. And when I beat it, it just ended. Like that was it. Like I beat it within like a weekend and it just ended. I thought there was more to it, and I was super disappointed. I don't want games like that. Like I want games, even if I don't do everything, I want the option to like, you know what? I wanted more out of that. Let me go back and see what I missed, so I can go back, so I can go and do that. Like allow your shit to breathe. There's a lot of people that have not beat Witcher 3. I guarantee it. But
because of all the damn side quests.
So I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I can probably list you damn near every game I played multiple times.
Same.
And honestly,
a lot of it is Final Fantasies for me.
and honestly, the most recent game that's going to be on that list is going to be Bulletstorm.
Really?
Bulletstorm would be the most recent game only because I played it on PS3. And when they gave it to us for free for PlayStation Plus, I was like, you know what? Let me beat this shit again. But other than that, Metal Gear Solid 1, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yup.
And that's probably about it, to be perfectly honest with you. And like I said, I'm discounting games like Infamous because of the whole good guy, bad guy side. So any games that have where the gameplay alters because you're playing with a good guy or bad guy, I don't count. Like I said, Mass Effect, I never counted I never played Mass Effect twice because it was like, look, whatever decisions I made, that's the decisions I made.
The same. I treated that shit like it was a movie. Like I'd go through it, play it, and it's like, okay, that's the finality of it. Like that's the decision I roll with. That's how I view it. You don't need to go back and change the shit.
And I'm not going to count the old school games either, like the old Nintendo and Sega Genesis game. I'm not counting those. But yeah, I don't play games multiple times. Look, put it this way: any trophy that requires me to play a game multiple times, I'm most likely not getting a platinum in that game.
Fair.
I'm not gonna argue with that because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But what else we got on the docket?
All right, so I heard this from TBH. EA, well, some EA employees was doing some pretty interesting things. Apparently, they discovered that there was EA employees that were taking payments.
Oh, the FIFA stuff.
For FIFA, they was taking payments from customers to get exclusive cards for the FIFA Ultimate Team.
What?
And I think what TBH was saying, I think the minimum was like $1,200, and some people was paying up to like
for cards,
$2,000-3,000, yeah, for not for just
like sports cards.
Okay, well, you know what FIFA Ultimate Team is, right?
No.
Okay, well, FIFA Ultimate Team and Madden Ultimate Team, they're both kind of the same thing. And what it is that you pay in-game currency or real money to get like a pack of cards.
Okay.
And you basically, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it in perspective of wrestling.
Okay.
You get a pack of cards, and let's say you now take these cards and try to battle other people. And basically, and let's put it in perspective of other things: common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, legendary. Let's just say a Shawn Michaels, of course, is going to be legendary. And all the cards you were getting were like AEW Dark, NXT, NXT Jobber cards.
Okay.
Well, if you was willing to pay EA if you was willing to pay certain people who works for EA big money, hey, you
can get all like rares or legends.
$1,200. But no, this is the thing. It was like, you give us $1,200, we'll just give you this Roman Reigns.
Oh, just one card?
If you give us $3,000, we'll give you this Kenny Omega.
Why? Like, explain this to me though. Why do people want to throw this money away on a digital card game? Like, if it's not.
Well, so it's not so much a digital. It is a digital card game, but basically what it is that those cards you get, you build a team, and then you play other people online with your team.
Right.
But yeah, apparently people paying mad money. They didn't say exactly how much.
Just to be able to play with people in a card game and also on a team.
Just to have legendary cards that was hard to get.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is that this is the like extreme example of pay to win.
Because, 100%.
Because you paying this much to get I forgot how they rate the players on it, because I don't play FIFA, but I don't know if it's like 5-star, but just gold card or whatever.
I think it was 5.
Okay. Yeah.
It's called legendary. Fuck it.
Yeah,
it's called legendary.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous in that sense, and I think when I heard this story, I think somebody did a test, And I think they stated to get the same thing that somebody would pay like $1,200 for if you just did it like legit, you would have to spend about, I think it's like over $120,000 to
Jesus
get that
Christ.
same, yeah, with the odds that are factored in. Like you'd have to spend that much.
Shit, this isn't even scalping then. This is just better.
I mean, in a sense, yeah, because and I think they're capitalizing on that because they understand that the odds are pretty much a predatory act to just basically get your money. And the thing that gets me, and this is the reason why I don't understand why people still put money into stock in EA, whether they're games or whatever, is the fact that these games, it's their yearly releases, and you're spending this much money on releases that you're only really going to invest in for about a year at most.
And that's the exact same thing TBA said. He said you pay $1,200 to $3,000 to get one card just for next year's game not to matter anymore.
Exactly, because the
like
shit
if that
doesn't
shit
roll
carried
over.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that shit carried over, then this would be a whole different conversation. I mean, same conversation.
But as far as my knowledge is, it doesn't carry over.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
And this is why I think everybody needs to either, I don't want to say protest, but people need to let their voices be heard as far as with this situation here, because like we talked about with the when we talked about AEW with them releasing their game and how we enjoy and how we praise them on their aspect of it, because there's no reason that a sports title should be released every year. There should be a game where they have it for at least 3 years, and they just update the roster every single year, and then you can just pay for that DLC.
Isn't that exactly what AEW wants to do?
Yeah, that's all we praised AEW because they want 100%. To do it right, and it makes sense. Like legitimately, it makes the most sense to do it that way, because especially if you're in the same exact generation, if this isn't like going up to the next generation, then yeah, I get it, because you're with the same console. There's no hell, you can even have a game per console if that's the case, and then just update the roster every year for the duration of the time that console is out. But like, I don't understand how everybody likes to get bamboozled into this shit, because you're really just wasting money for that year.
Because I really want to know how much money they make with FIFA Ultimate Team and Madden Ultimate Team.
Enough. They make enough for them to sit there and, well, no, I can't even say make enough to be lax, because they've made enough at this point to where they've just gotten lazy, because they've gotten away so much with it to where they're like,
were these execs that were doing this shit or just developers?
So apparently, from what TBH was thinking, apparently it seemed like it was the workers, to where, let's say you bought a pack and the pack was supposed to guarantee a rare card, but you proved that you didn't get a rare card, so they can be like, boom, here's your rare card. So they thinking that it's probably that team of people who just deals nothing with the cards, and they probably just realize, hey, let us start our own little side business.
Basically.
I mean, honestly, if you're a group of those people, like, why can't you just then, like, keep a stash of these cards?
I don't know, but apparently,
I guess that would be easily trackable.
Well, glad you brought that up, the trackable, because apparently EA is kicking those accounts, like any people who purchase, they're supposed to be kicking those accounts, and I think taking their cards away or getting rid of the cards or something like that too.
Double good.
So
yeah, because I think this right here, this now puts EA in hot water, because they in the court hearings that they've had so far, they've already stated that it's not for any money gain. Like, they're not doing it to gain money on the side. Like, everything is supposed to be legit. But now that you have employees basically benefiting financially from shit like this puts them in hot water. And now, and thankfully so, that now they are going to hopefully get some type of consequences from this, because every single person on any type of platform has talked about EA in this light, and yet nothing has happened to EA.
Well, I'll give it to EA on the microtransactions. Well, prior to this dumb shit, but I mean, this isn't exactly the company's fault as a whole. But I'll give it to them. Like, say, one of their latest games was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Y'all familiar? Cal Kestis,
no.
yeah, great game. Like one of EA's one of EA's better projects, especially since they had the whole exclusivity at the time for Star Wars.
Mhm.
But
hold on. Before you finish though, shouts out to Trilla though.
shouts out to Trilla.
But go ahead, Jaeger.
I mean, that was like the biggest reveal from a helmet getting taken off. I was like, oh, all right.
Right?
anyway, so their best feature that they had was that their DLC was just all aesthetics. Like there wasn't any like pay to get better in the game. There wasn't any kind of like boosts or anything like that.
Same thing NetherRealm did with Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
Because Injustice, the first one, I think they had like leveled gear, but not in 2, I don't believe.
No, it was.
I could be wrong.
Two they had level gear. The first one they did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one they didn't have no gear. It was just whatever.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Okay, but yeah, no, exactly. But just to see that they started going in that direction, I was happy with. And the same thing with what the hell was it? Battleground 2 or Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
How the transactions was that crazy.
Yeah, like that. It was a nice leap to go from Battlefront 2 to like the Jedi Fallen Order.
But, with situations like this though, like I hate in 2021
was that?
Or in 2020 that a selling point to a video game is we don't have microtransactions.
Yeah.
That's a selling point now.
That's not a shining moment for anybody.
Like that's crazy that a selling point is we don't have microtransactions.
Let me be let me be a boomer here and say I just missed the video games that were just complete.
It's the truth.
Like I'm sorry that if I wanted to get this like certain outfit that I had to like do things in game to unlock it.
That's why I was surprised. That's why I was surprised by Jedi Fallen Order being from EA and basically being a complete game with no microtransactions, no nothing. Just here you go. I was like, and then the game was just good. Period.
Yeah, I regret buying that 2 weeks before Last of Us 2 came out.
Oof.
That's the reason why I didn't finish it, because I bought it 2 weeks before Last of Us 2 came out.
Finished it, platinumed it, enjoyed it. I want to play it again, but just that same feeling I have. I'm like,
sequel is coming out, so that might be a good thing.
Yeah. So shout out to Cal Kestis.
Yo, Cal Kestis got so popular they had to give him his lightsaber at Disneyland.
They need to give him a fucking movie. Go ahead, throw it in the universe, man.
Put it. You know what? Make it a one-off. Yeah, he's one of the kids that dies when Kylo Ren throws his temper tantrum.
I'm fine with it. Just give it to us. Matter of fact, just give us a Jedi Fallen Order movie. I'm cool with that.
However, we need to find out what happened to Grogu. Anyways, justice for Grogu.
And that's another thing. Like and it still has nothing to do with Jedi Fallen Order, but just the thinking back to Injustice 2, where anytime you upgraded the gear, like you would see that change in the gear when you equipped it.
Yeah.
That's a problem that I have with Marvel's Avengers. And I know this is like completely sidebar, completely off topic, but I don't Square, Marvel, y'all got some explaining to do. I don't get how, and I'm cool with it because I enjoy what y'all have to offer with the game as far as the gameplay.
Quick sidebar though, right quick. I'm glad you brought this up because I did want to kind of spin the conversation towards this game. So,
okay. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't get how y'all have this money behind Marvel as an IP, Square as a company, and you have this whole deal where you can upgrade the gear, and it's not my gripe because I don't care that much about it. but it's just the fact that if Injustice can do it, how is it that you cannot do this in that aspect as well?
Mm-hmm.
Because for some reason, go ahead. No, go ahead. I have a shit answer, but no.
No, go ahead. Give that shit answer because I was going to switch topics on it with Marvel anyway.
I was going to be a little shitty, but it'd be like for some reason, Square is going the direction of not knowing how to make a fucking video game anymore.
Which is that, and that's perfect. I'm glad you said that because that feeds into my next point. How do you have this game with no fucking content?
Okay, stop right there.
Yeah.
Jaeger, did you play Marvel's Avengers?
I played the demo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. Hold up, Scoot. Before you get to that, because now Jaeger, when I first got this game, I praised this game to you.
You did.
And I told you how I enjoyed the game.
Yep.
I did, and it's still an enjoyable game for what it has to offer. But
it sounds like past tense.
Yes, correct. That's because once you finish the game, it's basically rinse and repeat with the same things over and over and over again. And
like for gear and everything, or what?
And this is the same problem that Destiny 1 had initially, and that's the problem now. Go ahead, Scoop.
I know both of y'all played. I know Jaeger played this game I'm about to mention. I think you played it too, Lip.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think Square might anthem Marvel Avengers, I mean.
Now, I remember seeing that they had a promise basically stating that they were going to be committed to this game. But
I mean, so did EA.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell, and that's mainly, and the only reason I'm saying that it's a possibility that they may not do it is because they basically got the exclusivity for Spider-Man to be in this damn game.
Yeah.
So
Sony better work on this shit, if anybody.
Yeah. So I don't know what their actual plan is, but I'm hoping that they can turn this around, i.e. Destiny, and pull that shit to where it's like they can just pull this shit out the ground. But I would hope they do not anthem this, because at the same time, it does seem like they're trying. Because they're still releasing characters, they're still releasing some type of DLC. Granted, it's not the best.
What characters are out right now?
Right now, it's both Hawkeyes, both Kate Bishop Hawkeye and Clint Barton Hawkeye, and they're about to release Black Panther. So, with DLC,
are there
as well.
I was about to say, is there like DLC that continues where they
come
from?
There's DLC attached to each character. I don't think Kate Bishop had DLC. I think she was just added. But Clint Barton Hawkeye had his DLC, and Black Panther I think is going to open up the Wakanda area within the game.
You see, good groundwork overall, but I just keep hearing how boring it gets.
Yeah, it's because like I've stated before, the combat in itself is really good within the game, but it's just the fact that it's just so repetitive, and the content is very lacking. Because
I heard one of the worst things they did was that they made it a looter shooter.
Basically, in a sense,
I heard the looter shooter aspect really kind of kills the game too.
And the problem with it is because there's not that many notable enemies in the game. Like honestly, I can't tell you how many times I fought Taskmaster, Abomination, can't even say MODOK. Spoiler alert, MODOK is the big bad in this whole game.
I already knew that.
And then of course a bunch of nameless like henchmen here and there. But
do you fight them more than you fight Seymour in Final Fantasy X?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes.
Fuck that. You fought Seymour 4 fucking times in Final Fantasy X. So if you fight those guys more than you fight Seymour, fuck that.
Here's the best way to say that. You fight Abomination and Taskmaster in all these missions as if there are no other adversaries in the Marvel universe. That's the problem.
Well, are they at least releasing new villains whenever they debut new characters?
I stopped playing before Kate Bishop got released. That's why I can't tell you that for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you really just fight henchmen XYZ, and then you fight whatever boss here and there. But as far as the notable bosses that you fight, Taskmaster, in like 2 or 3 different iterations.
I fought Taskmaster in the demo. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. He's one of the first. He's the very first boss.
I just thought about it,
and it's in the tutorial area.
Yeah, when you're doing the tutorial for Black Widow, you fight Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. And every other like pseudo boss after that is just something that they made up along the way, and that's why it's ridiculous.
Oh, so, they do the pseudo boss. That's actually a new enemy type that you have to fight a lot of later.
I'll tell you right now, like I think the two of the coolest bosses that you do fight is like this big ass fucking tanker that's like built like a fucking spider, and then you have like a helicarrier that you have to shoot down. Other than that, outside of Abomination Taskmaster and MODOK, that's it.
Jeez.
And the MODOK fight is the very last fight that you have at the end of the game.
That sounds dry.
Yeah.
That sounds dry.
That's it.
It's drier than the Thanksgiving turkey.
If it wasn't for the combat in the game and being able to just play like the different gameplay styles of each Avenger, I probably wouldn't have stuck around. But because each Avenger plays so different, that's what it caters to, and that's where I'm cool with. But they're gonna have to add more content to the game in order to make this a lasting game. Like,
that's the weird thing. I thought personally was that Kate and Hawkeye had recently just came to the game.
Yeah,
and the game been out since September.
And that's the sad thing about that too, because they should not have released 2 of the same type of character back to back. Like, you basically released 2 Hawkeyes back to back. That's a problem. You should have released either Clint Barton or Kate Bishop first, then release Black Panther, then come back with,
then the other.
Me and a few co-workers, we just knew they was gonna fast track Black Panther after Chadwick passed. Rest in peace. But like, we just knew they was gonna fast track Black Panther. But geez,
yeah. And I think that they halted it.
Even heard word of Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh no, Spider-Man is supposed to be, I think, first or second. No, I think second quarter this year.
Which Spider-Man is it?
I think it's Peter Parker.
PS4, the Marvel Avengers Spider-Man, the one that's on PS4.
Is it Insomniac Spider-Man? Okay.
Yeah, that's why Spider-Man was exclusive to PlayStation only, because it was Insomniac Spider-Man.
That's cool. They can use this as, this is where Peter really was during Miles Morales' story.
They could.
I'd be down with that too. Can't wait for Spider-Man 2, the real Spider-Man 2.
Seriously.
But
man, it's gonna have Venom. It's gonna have Venom, and it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to. They don't have a choice.
I mean, the way Miles Morales ended, it has no choice at this point.
Right. We got anything else on the docket outside of that? Outside of the
one more Nintendo news.
Oh shit, Nintendo.
So
Monster Hunter Rise comes out Friday.
What's that?
Monster Hunter Rise comes out tomorrow. If you're a Monster Hunter fan.
Already pre-ordered, waiting for to play.
Of course, there's been rumors of a new Switch, a more HD Switch, this, that, and the third.
A 4K Switch.
4K, basically. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bigger screen, 4K. Well, according to what TBH talked about I think like a week or so ago, the problem is Nintendo might be making 4K only Switch games.
Ooh.
Which means those games won't work on
your regular Switch.
So, thoughts about that if Nintendo potentially starts to make 4K Switch games, they won't be playable on the non-4K Switch.
I mean, it's not surprising, judging how they did the DS versus the 3DS, because it was the same thing essentially. Like, you couldn't play any of the 3DS games on a regular DS. So it's part of their MO. Since I'm not surprised by it, so I can't really sit there and say I agree or disagree, because they've done it already and they successfully did it. So I mean, it's like nobody really complained that much about it. So
true.
I guess it's just like, hey, you did it with the 3D, with the DS and the 3DS. Hey, it worked for us then. Why not let it work for us now?
I feel
And
like that's got to be their exact mentality.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is why it's gonna work for them, because you saying that, I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta buy another Switch. But again, and this is the reason why, and Sony and Microsoft may not be able to say this or have that confidence in it, but Nintendo has the confidence and the longevity and the what's the word I'm looking for? Not even the fan base, but for lack of a better word, I'm going to say they have the credibility.
Okay.
No, the credibility and the reputation of being reliable enough to do this, because they've never, like, with all of their systems outside of the Wii U, which of course Wii U wasn't bad. I just think that it was just an overzealous idea. Like they didn't need it.
Holy crap! The Wii U was the original like upgrade machine.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like,
hey, boy.
Because the thing is, like, they cater to the fan base in a way. It's like, yeah, it seems like a cash grab with them releasing other systems that could be an advanced version. No pun intended with Game Boy and Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I knew you were going that
way. But at the same time, it's like they've done it in a way to where it's like, you know what? Hey, we're going to reward you for buying the system, but we haven't forgot about you guys who have this system on this end. We still release shit for this, but if you do want to play these games, it's the same thing with PlayStation and their exclusivities. Hey, you want to play this game? You need to buy a PlayStation. You know.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, and that's why I'm like, you know what? Hey, you want to release a 4K Switch? By all means. And this is the reason why it's okay, because Nintendo systems have always been affordable.
And that's the only difference, that apparently they say the rumor is that the new 4K Switch may be $50 to $100 more than the Switch is now.
And I have no problem with that. And they're sneaky too, because think about it. They had the Nintendo Switch $300. Then they did the Switch Lite, $200. So it's like, okay, now you have options. Okay, you want this one over here? About $350, $400. Your option. You have options. So this is one of the situations where I can actually sit here, as far as segments, I can sit here and be like, you know what? Definitively, I'm for it. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Even if I don't have all the ins and outs. So,
well, I mean, the problem that comes with this is that, Nintendo themselves have never officially announced this system yet. So
yeah, that's another thing about it too, because I've heard rumors back to back, but nothing ever officially from Nintendo. So I've just taken it as like, well, I guess Nintendo's going to be releasing it because everybody keeps talking about it.
And that's the thing, is like too many people keep talking about it. So I guess it's like, it damn near feels like we're forcing Nintendo to go ahead and make a 4K Switch. Because I mean, what 4K Switch rumors are just upgraded Switch rumors have been since the damn thing came out almost.
Yeah.
So, but at least like the last 2 years, there's been rumors of, oh, a better Switch, a better Switch, a better Switch, a better Switch. And it's like, obviously these people are getting sources from somewhere.
Yeah.
So
George R.R. Martin. The Switch is coming. The Switch is coming.
That's funny.
It'll be here winter.
I'm down for it. So I mean, hey, Nintendo, if y'all want to make it, if it's not official, if it's unofficially official, by all means.
Like the Dizzle.
Go ahead and just say, hey, fuck it, just release it, or give us a release date. So matter of fact, give us a release date and a time to pre-order, so that way it's not like the Xbox Series X/S and PlayStation 5, because that's where they fucked up.
Yes.
That's where they fucked up. That's where the scalpers got into all this, because if we were able to pre-order this shit months ahead of time, we wouldn't have this problem. I don't remember any system that has come out a month that's been announced a month before and then have to sign up to pre-order. It's never been. I don't remember any system that's been like that.
Because it wasn't.
So
never happened.
But Nintendo, I trust y'all. Y'all have been consistent. So fuck it.
Fuck it.
But since that's all the news that we technically have for now, what's games that we're looking forward to? I'm gonna start with you, Scoot.
Definitely, I think it's coming out next month, but that Returnal is definitely piqued my interest. Because I'm kind of into those style of games, so definitely Returnal. I mean, I don't want to go too far down the line because, of course, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, that's a
which one was Returnal again?
That's the one where you play with the woman astronaut kind of thing, and
every time you die,
it's kind of like
every world is procedurally generated, and it's kind of like a Dark Souls-esque kind of feel. But yeah, like I said, because I know Returnal, I think it's supposed to be in April, so definitely that.
It's that soon?
I think it is April.
Damn.
Or is it May? It's April or May. But I thought Returnal was pretty soon. That was supposed to be like their next biggest game that's coming out was Returnal.
April 30th.
Yeah, I was saying I thought it was like the end of April.
Yeah.
Like I said, of course, Ratchet and Clank, of course, Horizon, Forbidden West when all that comes out. But personally speaking, I kind of look forward for them hidden gems that just come out.
I always love those.
That's the ones that I'd be like, wait, where did this game come from, and why have I never heard of this?
Those sleepers.
Yeah,
I keep hearing good things about Hades, and
Hades is amazing.
I can never get into top-down games though. Like that's just
look. There's because it all okay. So it almost works like Returnal because every time you die, you basically start over. And everything kind of changes as far because it's basically like a dungeon crawl,
right?
And it's almost a callback to how games were on Nintendo and Sega, where it's like you don't get to the end until you make it there. Like if you die, that's it. So during the time that you actually play throughout the game, like you'd get upgrades and you level up and stuff here and there. And so it gets progressively easier to traverse through these bosses and these dungeons.
Is it Dead Cells like?
This sounds a lot like what's it called?
I'm gonna say no, I can't say it's like Dead Cells because I do like Dead Cells though. Dead Cells is dope. But no, the upgrading system is
Hollow
almost
Knight.
Like Dead Cells.
That's what it is. Is it like Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight frustrated me. Hollow Knight frustrated.
Look, man, you just got to GG sometimes, all right? Hollow Knight was definitely anger-inducing. Don't get me wrong.
If you like Dead Cells, if you like Hollow Knight, if you like Chasm, Hades is your shit. Granted, it's not platform. It's not like a side-scrolling platformer like those three.
Like Hollow Knight,
but, yeah. But it's almost like a faster-paced Bastion. In a way,
I was about to get it because I know it's made by the same people who made Bastion.
Yeah, it's almost like a faster paced Bastion. Just way more into. I know. I'm probably butchering the explanation, but you have to play it. Like I'm going to say that now.
This is Hades.
If it ever comes to PlayStation, I'm here.
Is it not on PlayStation? I didn't even know.
Is it only on the Switch?
It's only on Switch and PC.
Because I have it on PC.
Yeah, it's only on Switch and PC.
Okay,
that's some shit.
Yeah, that's no, it's I'm telling you,
so
it's
Hades.
PlayStation, I'm here.
I think it's on sale.
I tend to fuck with Supergiant games.
I'll check if it's on sale. I'm gonna see if I can gift it to you.
Oh,
just so you can try that shit out.
I'm down with it.
But yeah, Hades also, definitely good.
What the fuck? I thought you were Hades for a second, but no, apparently you're the son of Hades.
No, you're the son of Hades.
Yeah. So what kind of misleading shit is that?
No, trust me, it makes sense. Well, that's spoiler because Hades is like the main boss of the game because you're his son. You're trying to escape, and so it's funny with the dialogue because every time you die, like Hades like makes fun of you during the time. Like,
of course he does.
Yeah, so it's like it's hilarious too. So like the storyline, everything like that, because you can actually interact with all the characters within the game.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So
I like that.
So it incentivizes you to talk to everybody.
Not to open up old wounds.
Uh-oh.
Why was Hades not working when you was trying to stream it?
That was my fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my fault. I had the settings messed up, and I was actually so I had Hades in one window, but during that time I kept trying to stream another window, and that was the problem. I just never switched it. So that was user error.
Okay.
Now of course I did blame Hades that night. I did, and it wasn't Hades' fault. So that's my fault. But yeah, Jaeger, what you looking forward to, man?
I am looking forward to getting a fucking PS5 already. Holy shit. like, I don't even care what I want to play on it now. I just want to fucking get the damn thing already.
All right, well,
but
we can fix that. Shout out to Matt on Twitter. I forgot his last name. I'm sorry, Matt. Always giving the updates and letting us know like when there's stuff in stock. But
gotta get
got
on
you,
that.
Jaeger. Yeah.
Appreciate you. But I had the game in my head that I was excited to play, and now I've completely lost it.
Monster Hunter?
Yes, Rise. But there's some no. Oh, fucking Pokemon Snap, the new one that's coming out at the end of at the end of next month. I think it's April. Yeah, April 30th.
Okay.
Like, dude, freaking Pokemon Snap was just damn near therapeutic to me when I was a kid. So like getting that back is gonna be fun.
Okay, so you got a personal attachment to it. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
All right, Mr. Deasley, what about yourself? What are you waiting on?
Trust me, I'm ready for another Pokemon game, but Pokemon Snap for me ain't it.
That's fair.
I'm ready for Outriders. You know, I'm a good Square Enix fanboy as well.
Didn't play the demo yet.
The demo is good. Demo's good. It does have its Destiny vibes, but there's something about it that I just like, man. It's just it's gonna be worth it. I have it pre-ordered already. Same thing on Monster Hunter Rise. It's like I think what three I think about 3 more hours till I can actually play Monster Hunter Rise, and I'll be on that. So, but Ratchet and Clank, obviously that should be no surprise.
100%.
If we think about like that's just the stuff that's coming out soon. If I think about like the future stuff, 2 games come to mind. Both have no actual release dates, but that's Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Give us a release date, please, Sega. I know it's this year. They've said that so far. It's going to be a worldwide release for that. So give us that. And then for those of you who don't know, big MMORPG fan outside of Final Fantasy 14, but Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol, I've talked about it plenty of times. That's going to be the anime MMO moving forward. Period.
Okay, I don't know what Blue Protocol is.
Matter of fact, but before we even check out of this, I'll do this for all the people that don't know. If I can just get it up real quick. Just the visuals alone on it are, I mean, just and you know, I'm the type of person, if I see something and it looks good, it makes me want to play it more.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Protocol. I just need the trailer. Just give me that trailer. Bam, bam. Are you going to show it to me? All right, let's pause that. Bring it up. And let's share this so that people can see what the fuck is up.
Up.
Bam.
That's
of course, Bandai Namco, good for all the anime visuals.
Always.
That is true. And this is an MMO?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn. That do look nice.
Now, of course, Japan is getting it first this year, at the end of this year, and then the rest of the world gets it, I guess, early 2022.
Okay.
And this is all PC. I think with the possibility of being on console as well.
I'm about to say, like, you're gonna miss out on some players if you don't give it a console.
I know, right?
Especially Bandai Namco, because I don't think they ever did an exclusive PC game.
Right.
That doesn't look bad at all.
You know, that reminds me of, what was it? What's that anime one that you played a couple months ago? What was that anime game that you were playing before?
Code Vein?
No. Oh, Genshin? Was it Genshin Impact?
Oh, Genshin Impact.
Yeah. There we
go. No, that's still going on. I've slowed down on playing it though.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll potentially play that.
Yeah, so that's why, like, I'm all about that. Well, speaking of which, now that we're talking about Bandai Namco, another game that's coming out soon, I think it's mid-June. Scarlet Nexus, yes.
Ooh.
You know what? So I don't know how y'all do it, but the approach I take with stuff, if I watch the initial trailer and I'm interested in, especially if the initial trailer has gameplay, I won't watch shit else.
Yeah. I'll do the same thing. I'll do that with movies for sure. Like, give me that first trailer. Yep. Like, I don't want to know anything. Like,
I don't be liking how certain movies be having like 3-4 trailers. No, fam. Or like
give me that first one. Nope. Give me that first impression.
Give me the first impression, and that's it. Like, the only way. Okay, now take a video game for instance. The only way a video game might get a second look is if the initial trailer didn't really have gameplay, and you want to show off the gameplay. But after that, I start watching anything, because there are certain games, like for instance, okay, take Final Fantasy 16. That trailer they showed us, I ain't gotta watch nothing else.
Yeah, I was the same exact way.
That's a game that's bought. Like, there is no, I need to watch 6-7 more trailers and gameplay breakdowns, and no, it's bought.
That's because they did it right. They did it right.
They did.
So there are certain games. Put it this way, to be perfectly honest with you, that AEW wrestling game, that trailer right there was damn near enough for me.
Yeah, because it let us know which direction they were going with it.
Yeah.
So, same way. And the reason why Scarlet Nexus worked for me is because I played Code Vein, both also by Bandai. Huh?
How was
Code Vein? Code Vein is, I haven't finished it. I'm going to finish it for sure. It's almost like an anime Demon Souls.
And that's what I keep hearing. There's basically almost like an anime Demon Souls. But not too many people were like really talking about it.
No, and it can be like, if you don't know where to go, you know what you're doing, it can be taxing. And the further you go into the game, the harder it does get, obviously. So that could be another deterrent. But the story in itself is really good too.
Okay.
So it has story, gameplay, and then the aesthetics are really good. On top of that, you can obviously create your own character, but you can't do that in Scarlet Nexus.
That's fine.
Yeah. So that may be one thing that's turned up, but I mean, Scarlet Nexus looks beautiful. So that's another reason why I want to play it as well, is because of the same thing. Give me a good story, good visuals. I'm in it. Period.
I'm here. I'm always here for it.
So.
But you just left.
that was his mic drop moment. He was like, you know what? That's all I got to say. We're done. But
only meant to go back and get this.
Bada boom. But since of course
I'm about to do like our co-host over there and do the same thing.
Oh, Jaeger. Wait, Jaeger, you playing Assassin's Creed?
Popping a cold one. Actually, no, I'm playing my addiction, which is Rocket League.
Oh, there we go.
And I'm about to play my addiction, which is Cold War.
It needs to be Assassin's Creed already. I just need to drag myself through it. You see, but that's why I don't want to play it, because I'm like forcing myself to play it right now.
And see, kind of like how you feel, that's how I felt with Last of Us 2. I felt like I was dragging myself to play that.
You see, I don't want to do that. You know what? I'm gonna stop playing Assassin's Creed. I'm just gonna watch videos. I'll make reaction videos or some shit. Like do it like YouTube. Anyways, go ahead.
Last of Us 2 only felt like a drag when it switched to, spoiler alert, stuff other than Ellie. Period. Okay. And that's why I was like, yeah, I don't care for it this much. But
you know what? And I know this is a sin in Sony land or in PlayStation land, whichever land you want to make it. I haven't played The Last of Us.
It's okay. You
will. You know what? I would say this. At first, so okay, for transparency, The Last of Us is my favorite PS3 game.
Okay.
That's
see, I forgot it was a PS3 game.
Yeah.
Because anyways.
The Last of Us 2 would be one of my favorite PS4 games. But if I was to rank the Sony exclusives that came on PS4, it might fall out top 5.
I can see that.
Okay.
Last of Us 2 could most likely be 6 through 10. Because my favorite PS4 game, of course, was God of War. I mean,
oh my God, yeah,
God of War,
so good, so good.
And there was no DLC for that. There was a little. Wait, was there a little DLC?
No, they just added stuff after.
Yeah, they just added.
You're right. So yeah, no DLC. Perfect game. Anyways,
technically. I was hoping, because see, Last of Us would actually have to be my favorite PS3 game as well, because it should have been Final Fantasy, but it wasn't, because I can't stand 13. And you know what, Square? You need to thank Scoot, because Scoot, when me and Scoot first met, he was the one person that rooted for Final Fantasy 13, because he's the one that convinced me to sit down and actually give it a chance.
No. Okay. With that being said, Square, thank Boss Carter of the Less Than Stealthy Ninja, because he's the main reason why I finished that game.
You know what? I got one too. Square, you need to thank a woman I am no longer seeing because we would do virtual dates and play Final Fantasy 13 together.
Oh my God, this is an amazing segment. Unplanned segment.
But that's long in the past, and that game was trash. Like I was blinded by ass, and that rhymed a lot.
I will say this. The original Final Fantasy 13, I did play. I played
the original.
I played up until the point where it went open world, and I was happy at that point. But I was so drained when we got to that point to where I was like, "Why, man?"
You know,
dude, that was all I like. That was my buying point on this game, because they featured the open world shit, and I think they did it on more than one occasion too.
With that being said, I really just forgot his name just now, but old buddy in Final Fantasy 13.
There's a few buddies.
The one that got Alexander as a summon. I cannot remember his name.
Hold on, we got
Hope.
Zaz. Zaz.
Hope. Zaz was a black guy. Hope was a kid. Was a boy. A small boy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I've played a great. I have not played every last Final Fantasy. I played from Final Fantasy 7 up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Hope is the worst fucking character to ever grace a Final Fantasy.
Wait.
I mean, you're right. Because I mean, all I can say is
the only thing that shot Hope some bail was they gave him Alexander. Alexander, the towering castle of death. He get the fucking medieval transformer.
I like how you said that.
Medieval transformer.
Hope was the whiniest son of a bitch I've ever met ever. And the problem was you was forced to play with these people. Fuck Hope.
Also, what pissed me off, I got so sick and tired of the random generator that was your party, like for 3/4 of the game.
Oh my god!
I'll say myself, I got to right after the open world, and I think I was honestly like at the final boss fight, but I just couldn't like push myself to finish it. Like,
but you know what? I give Final Fantasy 13 this credit because I won't count 15 because 15 you played with all 4 regardless.
Mm-hmm.
13 was the first Final Fantasy where I had no choice but to level up damn near everybody.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. Maybe that's what they wanted, was a more balanced experience.
Which is fine, but you got to flesh out your characters. I mean, think Final Fantasy 6/3. If you flesh out your characters, you won't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because you'll want to. I mean, I guess you
can... To cross-brand shows, our own Lip Diesel has a Justice for list. Justice for Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Justice for Final Fantasy 12.
Look,
how can you hate Final Fantasy 12 with Fran? Fran.
Okay, I'll give that much because Fran inspired. Well, I shouldn't say inspired, but she made a whole class in 14. Anyways,
it's cliche to say, but it's also very true because, as like everybody says, anybody that's played Final Fantasy 12, and the cliche of it is that Final Fantasy 12 is the Star Wars Final Fantasy. It's a good fucking story.
I love 12. I love 12.
I gotta play 12, but
12 is good.
It's
the only reason why I haven't bought the Zodiac edition is because I know I'm at a point to where I won't get a chance to just play it like it deserves.
Oh yeah, I can understand that because I bought multiple Final Fantasies over and over again. Like I've had a conversation earlier, well not like earlier, like in the past few days. I bought Final Fantasy 7 12 different times.
Shit. And how many times have you played it out of that 12?
Less than 12. As far as like finishing it, yes. But as far as like playing it back to back, I don't know. But finishing it in that aspect, less than 12, definitely.
Because
oh shit, hey. Sorry, real quick, but I mean Final Fantasy 12 is available for free on the Game Pass on Xbox.
Speaking of which, everybody, as of right now, there's a Square Enix sale going on both, I think, on Switch, PlayStation, and Steam, where I think it's like up to 90% off. Do yourself a favor.
Wait, what?
Go splurge.
Where?
Splurge. Yeah, Square.
Square.
That means Final Fantasy. That means Tomb Raider. That means Dragon Quest. That means.
You're talking about Mog Station?
No, not Mog Station. On like just.
I mean, it's Square. I was just like, thinking, hey.
Look, I don't know. I haven't checked yet. You know,
okay.
Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 11 fans.
I love Final Fantasy 12 so much. If PS2 would have had platinum trophies, I would have had it for 12.
Oh, we'll see.
There we go.
I agree with you on that.
I beat that.
Hey, Zodiac Age. Is that
Wait, did it take? It took you 48 hours?
About 6 hours.
Oh, it took you 6. Okay.
I beat man.
Somebody fought a boss for 48 hours?
It's because the HP that he has. Like they literally have a save point.
Yeah.
Like right by him.
Okay. Well,
no fucking wonder.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so the thing is, Final Fantasy 12 had like a Monster Hunter type mode where you hunt these legendary monsters.
Yeah.
And the last monster was called Yazamat or Yazmat, however how you say it. The moment you run into him, he has 50 health bars.
Fuck.
He has 50 individual health bars. And the thing is, it's only recommended to even fight him when your party is at a stupid level.
Shout out to the level.
Might as well just max out to 99, right?
I don't think I was even 99, but I was pretty high.
Okay.
So the thing is with Yasmat is the way 12's battle system works, you can run from him and there was a save spot close. You can save whatever progress you was at and keep going right back at him. Mm-hmm. But you can even leave his boss battle, but if you left for too long, he will fully heal.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you left Yasmin, so let's say out of the 50 health bars, you knocked down 40. If you stayed away from his boss battle too long and you went up to fight him, you will see his health just filling back up. And the only reason why I know this, because it happened to me, cut the game off.
You did this, didn't you?
I cut the game off.
Oh shit! I would too. I would too. So, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, there's also a trick to Yasmat that I'm gonna give if you ever decide to play it and ever get to him. There's a trick to him. He gets about halfway in his health, and he casts Reflect on your party.
Huh.
Okay.
Follow where I'm going here.
He casted Reflect on
Final
your
Fantasy
party.
VIII. Final Fantasy VIII strategy.
He casts Reflects on your party. When you try to heal yourself, it bounces off of you.
Yeah, and heals him.
And the thing is, with Final Fantasy 12, it kind of went into an MMO-ish direction. So they had stronger, like I think they had, so, you know, typical Final Fantasy had Kira, and Kiraga.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fourth level called Kiraja. Instead of
with a J.
With a J.
Yeah. I've seen those.
They had a fifth spell called Renew. And Renew was like all your health, / any statuses were gone.
Mm-hmm.
I threw Renew up. I forgot Reflect was still on.
No.
All of Yasmat health came back.
Cut
the game off. But yeah, it took me relatively and look, and the even crazier part about Yasmat is you can't use summons against him because the moment you use a summon, he has a move where he'll auto kill your summon. Like you might get a hit or two off with your summon, but he has a move that does remember like them old school Marvel vs. Capcom games, the knockback moves.
Oh yeah,
counter. He does like this knockback move, and it renders your summon useless. So you have to beat Yasmat with your characters.
Straight up,
fucking gas mask,
and he's the final hunt / the toughest boss you will fight because I can't even remember who the main boss was because Yasmat was so epic that he was like the fucking final boss to me. But yeah,
I had something like that in 15, which is that giant tortoise demon.
Beat it, I think it was like a million health that he had.
Yeah,
and he took me like 3 hours to beat.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was sitting there.
Look, hey, let me tell you just how fucked up games used to be. And how we used to do. You know what your prize is for beating Yasmat?
Oh, tell me.
So in Final Fantasy 12, you get like this little chibi room, and for all the bosses you conquer, they're like a little image is in the room.
Yeah.
You just get his little image.
No.
There's no special weapon. There's no special magic spell.
Why didn't bother?
For glory. Real gamer back then.
I was done. I didn't even bother.
That's why I said if Final Fantasy if PS2 had platinum trophies, most likely I would have had that because I did everything in 12.
I need to go back and see what I didn't do in Lost Odyssey because I spent so much time in that masterpiece of
I still need to play
RPG.
That because
to this day, I kept telling people that is my favorite Xbox 360 game.
100%. 100%.
It's like 7 discs?
4 discs.
4 discs. And then I also kept telling people
it was huge for an RPG. I was just like,
that was Xbox's Final Fantasy before 13 never came out.
It was, it was, but I mean, it was so much better than 13. It was. It was the 360's Knights of the Old Republic.
Lost Odyssey was to this day my favorite 360 game.
It's 100% my favorite 360 game of all time. Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why we got to keep doing Vote with Your Wallet as far as like more
Goddamn
frequently,
right.
of course. But
Right?
but before we bid you all adieu, shout out to Kenny Omega. Scoot, let these beautiful people know where they can find you.
Hey, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to flex. So Jaeger, if you want to look away, that's fine too. You can catch me on either one of these.
Hey.
Either one. The name is down there.
PS5 controller.
Now, as far as the PSN, it is Scooter_Ray 86. I'm usually playing Call of Duty until probably maybe Guilty Gear come out, because this would be the first Guilty Gear that I would own. And
Ooh.
I will learn how to play, and I will be running fades.
Arc System all day.
Just letting people know ahead of time. But Scooter_Ray 86, that's where you can find me gaming. But of course, Fridays and Saturdays with the ninjas on Twitch at Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, all one big long word. Boss Carter, Aranya, and Neon Xerxes and myself. We be on that acting a fool, playing with whatever we playing. So that's where you can find me.
Mr. Jaeger Bombastic, where they can find you, let them know.
Let's see here. Jaeger Bombastic, as the name would imply, would be for these guys here. Since we're showing off controllers and shit. If you want to get me on any of the competitives, I really only play Rocket League for competitive now, and it's just for shits and gigs. But it's
so
fun
if
as
you
hell.
want that tire smoke,
yes. If you wanna get dusted and then flown on, I know that these words don't mean much. Yes, okay. You want the smoke? All right. You got to direct this to Mr. Scoot here, Loki. Jesus Christ. Well, just find me a Jaeger Bombastic or a Hemza Winning. It was just there, but it'll come back around by the time Mr. Dizzle, Mr. Official.
Seems like a monster was trying to eat your face just now.
Right?
Yeah, right, with the cone. It just looks like a giant mouth. Yeah.
But like Mr. Jaeger Bombastic said, of course, you can still find me, of course, at this side. Bam, right there, right. This
Bam.
If I do it right, bam. Lip Dizzle, PSN, of course, PS4, PS5. Now, of course, I've said it before, it's weird, but on Steam, it's Lip Dizzle 2. I'm pretty sure because I fucked up one of my previous Steam names. But regardless, I'm still the only Lip Dizzle that you will find ever. Period.
I don't know, man.
Simple. No.
That would lead somebody to believe that there might be
let them believe what they want to believe. But either way, that's where you can find me.
That there's an evil doppelganger somewhere, obviously. Like, come on.
If there is, he'll die.
Your Virgil is out there. Your Virgil is out there.
But either way,
my alien monster is back.
That's where you can find Mr. ScooterRay, Mr. Jaeger Bombastic. If you want to, peace out with us, game with us, whatever, just hit us up and we'll be there for it. But until next time, which will probably be more sooner than later, always, my beautiful people, T.A.G out.